Hi, this is Eric Rocky, and this is another video on how to access your email via the web. First thing you need to do is go to our website at www.emmons-school.com, and this is what you see when you get there. In order to access your email, you want to click on the Teachers and Staff link at the top, and on the subsequent web page, click on this link here, Outlook Web Access Emails, the first one towards the left. At this window, you'll type in your username and password, so I'll type in mine. And here is our email. Now for users of Internet Explorer on a PC, this is the window you're going to be getting if you're using Firefox, or if you're using a Macintosh OS X machine. Your view will look a little bit different, and that'll be covered on a separate video. But for those of you using Internet Explorer on a PC, you're going to get a window that looks a lot like Outlook would look if you're using the actual Outlook program. Your mail folders are here on the left. Anything that's bold has mail in it. If you have any rules in place to sort mail into different folders, those will still work as on the web client as well as the actual Outlook program. Over here is a list of the mail. Anything that's in bold is an unread message. So obviously I got one message, two messages here. The actual text of the message appears here. If it's longer than what can appear on the screen, there'll be a scroll bar. You could also double click on a message to bring up that message in its own window if you'd like. Go ahead and close that. In order to compose a message, what you would do is click here on the New button, and this allows you then to go ahead and type out the message. Over here, you type in the address of the person you want to send it to. So if I wanted to send something to Dr. Machak, type his name up here, email address. But what if I didn't know that? Well, if you click on this To button here, you can go ahead and search the address list. Now what you need to do is, unlike the Outlook version, where if you used Outlook, the actual program, you'd have a whole list just pop up. Since you're using the web client, you have to give it something to search. Just clicking that search button doesn't give you a list. You have to give it something to actually search off of. So if I knew Dr. Machak's last name is Machak, click it, type it up here, then click this, it'll go ahead and find the names that match that. But let's say I didn't know how to spell his name. We'll start over. But I knew it started with an M, at least. Well, I can type a partial in and click on Find, and it's going to find everybody who has a last name starting with M. Okay, now that I've got the list of people in the organization that have last name M, here's Dr. Machak's name and address, so I'll go ahead and add that to the email message by highlighting his name and hitting To, and notice his name's popped up here in the To box. If I wanted to add another person, I just click on their name. Let's say I want to send this to Cheryl. I could just click on her name, press To. And if I wanted to change the list on here, let's say I wanted to send to, let's see, I know his last name starts with a G. Type that up here, hit Find. Oh, there he is. I'll send it to myself. Once I've done getting all of the people up here that I want to send this message to, just hit Close. That makes the window go away. Finish typing the message, and once I'm done with that, go ahead and hit this Send button up here, except I'm not really going to. Now, those of you that need to send a message out to one of the distribution lists, and these are a list of people that have a commonality to it. So for instance, there's an all staff list that would send a message to all the staff. Those of you in the middle school, there's a middle school list that would include just the middle school teachers. There's a K2 list and a 3-5 list and so on. In order to send messages to those, you can either type in the name of the group, like all staff at emmons-school.com, and that'll send it out to everybody. But if you wanted to, if you weren't quite sure what the address was for that, you could do the same type of thing as you were looking for somebody in the organization by hitting the To button here and bringing up the address list here. But instead of searching by last name or first name or title or display name, what you're going to do is you're going to come down here to alias and type in what you think the alias name might be. So I think it's all staff, so let's find anything with all, and here it is. Click on it, hit To, and all staff appears up here. If I want to do the K2 team, I think it's K-2. There we are. So their alias is K-2 team at emmons-school.com, or do it this way, click on it, hit To, and I just added the K2 team. If I wanted to add middle school, keyword middle, here's the middle school one. Again, just go ahead and keep adding it until you're done. And that'll send out messages to the folks on those distribution lists. Now, if you're sending email messages to somebody that's not at Emmons, you'll need to have their entire email address. So if I wanted to send something to johndoe@aol.com, I would actually need to put his full email address at, and then with the domain of where it's going to up here. If I wanted to send to more than one person, I would use a semicolon, space, and then add the next email address. So I'll say janedoe@gmail.com. If I had a third person, type the semicolon, space, and then keep doing like that until I was done, and then just send it out the normal way, just like you would another message. A few of the other functions built into the Outlook web client. We've gone over how to compose a message. If you want to delete it, highlight a message, hit this X here will delete the message. This one will apply to a message. This one's reply to all, so not only will you reply to the original sender, you'll apply to everybody who also got the original message as well. This one will forward it to a new address. This one will allow you to change how things are displayed. Here I can either show or hide the reading pane, which is this thing here. I can shift it to the right, shift it to the bottom, I can turn it off completely. This button here checks for new messages. This button here, the search button, allows you to search through your inboxes and other folders for messages delineated by subjects or who they were sent from or sent to. Unfortunately, you have to be on Internet Explorer on a PC to use this function. This is one of those things that is not available if you use Firefox or if you're on a Mac or a non-Windows device. I'm going to close that. Here's an address book. Again, this is just the address book, the global address list from this screen if you want to call it up from here. And down over here you can change different functions. So this Outlook also comes with a calendar. This is right now my appointment view for today. I can change it from one-day view to a weekly view or to a monthly view. And I can also advance the month by coming over here and going into August and then clicking on a date to get the day view for that specific date. Again, I hope this little video helps. If you have any questions, please contact me either via email or at extension 250. Thank you.